Phil's here, he's cooking today, but he's using all frozen food, because there's a survey out, Phil, isn't there, saying that we waste so much food, fresh food, because we shop for it and then we forget to cook it and we chuck it out. I have to say, I'm quite guilty of that.
But we could save 250 quid a year.
Right, if you go to France, all the top chefs in France have a frozen food range. They don't like HMR, which is home meal replacement, i.e. as in chilled products. They trust frozen. And I think some foods freeze really well, and you can cook some great dishes. Salmon freezes well, for instance. Chicken freezes well. I don't know, a chef in the land doesn't use frozen peas, for instance.
Am I right in thinking that actually lots of frozen veg are better for you because they are frozen straight from the field and they keep their nutrients and minerals and all that stuff?
Exactly. I mean, all you're doing is just holding it in, like, you're suspending it. You know?
Why do all the nutritionists and people all bang on then about fresh food?
Because ultimately that's the best thing to have. Like, for instance, a lot of canned vegetables these days, technology's changed where they're keeping minerals and vitamins in cans now when they're in their preserving process. But
so you're doing 3 courses?
3 courses.
All frozen ingredients.
Let me just show you. This is what I picked up. This is a bag of frozen vegetables, OK? They're Oriental vegetables. And all you've got... I mean, for £1.50, this is what you get. Now, all it is...
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's frozen vegetables. And there's beans, there's peppers, there's all sorts of nice stuff in there.
So that's Chinese mix,
yeah, it's like an Oriental mix. And, do you know, all you're doing is just preserving that. So what you need to do... I'll stand back over here. This is the thing I'll be slightly careful of. Got some hot oil. Now, you've got to be slightly careful because there is a bit of water on there. If you get the pan too hot, there's too much fat, you can have a bit of a problem and it will spit. And all I'm going to do is just put those down and just break them up. Now, I did quite a bit of research years ago into the development of freezing things and actually cooking them straight from frozen, and it actually works really, really well.
So would it take longer to cook than if they were fresh?
Frozen.
Yeah, so would that take longer?
They're probably blanched, yes, they're probably blanched. And so what they've done is just taken out the rawness, initial rawness. But you know, essentially, you've got all the colours there, you get everything in there. But what you need to do is not overcook them at this second stage, otherwise they become very, very watery. OK, now, so there's the frozen veg.
What are you actually making, by the way?
I'm going to make some little spring rolls.
Oh, right.
OK, the only thing I have bought are these, which are Vietnamese rice wrappers. When we filmed for This Morning a couple of years ago, we went to the Mekong Delta, and we actually did a raw vegetable one with fresh basil, and it was just fantastic.
And that's just rice paper? You can just eat that?
That's just rice paper.
You could eat that?
Yeah, made with rice. Very simple. Let me just turn it off, get it a bit hot. All I've done is, with I've got a bit of water here with a wallpaper brush. And I've
delicate,
before you say it. Be careful, that's very hot there.
That's delicate.
And all I've done is just, as you can see, just soften them. Just brush a bit of water, leave them for 30 seconds.
That looks like it could tear quite easily if you weren't...
Yes, you can. Yeah, but they're quite tough, actually. You can be quite brutal with them.
So this becomes that, does
This
it?
becomes this, and I've cooled it down. Now, I've added a little bit more salt and pepper to it. And if you want to add a little bit of soy sauce, then do. It's up to you. Exactly. And then here I've got pork. Now, frozen pork, frozen chicken. This would cost you about £1.50, and this will feed enough for 4 people. OK? So a little bit on there.
So that's raw now?
That's raw pork. The only thing I'm using a bit of Thai basil, or any basil.
You can get frozen basil, can't you?
You can get frozen basil. You can get freeze-dried as well. That goes... Wrap it over, see? One way. Ooh, he says. Lift it over like so. And then just fold in both sides. And because it's already wetted, it will stick beautifully together. And you roll it up.
It does look very delicate. Would it tear easily?
No, look, I mean quite brittle with it there, for instance. And that into centimetre of oil, and just seal it on the bottom edge.
It's probably lunchtime for you, isn't it?
Tea time. I'm ready for dinner.
These are some I did earlier, because I know that you would have a little taste. So all I've done here is just pan fry them, as I said. It's a nice sharp knife here. Cut it in half, if you want, Ben. A little bit of soy sauce. Because they're sealed quite well, it doesn't soak up the fat. And essentially, you've got a frozen product which you've just tinkered about with.
Can I just ask, if you put the pork in raw, would you not put your frozen veg in, wrap it up and cook it?
Because what happens is...
too much water,
Too much water, exactly. Okay. And also, all you're trying to do is reduce that down and get a little bit more flavour into it.
It's great.
That will cost you around about £4.
That whole dish there?
Yeah, for the whole lot.
That's just your starter. And then you've got a main course and a
chicken pie using frozen chicken legs, frozen sweet corn, frozen peas, frozen pastry. But just what you do with it.